Welcome to your weekend focus for August the 12th, the 13th, and the 14th, 2016. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we begin, thank you. Thank you so much for all of the loving, positive, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. You guys, I'm so appreciative that you take the time to spend a small part of your day with me each and every day. So let's see what the energy is going to be this weekend. So our first card, the Five of Wands. It hasn't been here in a while, has it now? Look at that. Our Three of Cups is hanging around still. Ten of Wands. We'll get an angel card to go with that. So that is Legacy of the Divine Tarot that I just pulled out. We have the Fallen Angels. So what do we have here? We have the Five of Wands and we have the Ten of Wands on each side of the Three of Cups. And I thought to myself when I laid it down, how often the Three of Cups comes into play when the Sun is in Leo, bring out our inner child, enjoying life, smiling, and laughing more. And the Moon will be in Sagittarius, so that's a very positive, optimistic, adventure-seeking sign. And the Moon stays there until Sunday, where we go into Capricorn. It's like Sunday's preparing us for the week ahead. It gets us a little bit more serious on our goals, our dreams. Understanding where we want to apply discipline, dedication, determination in our life. "25 Honesty is back. So 2 plus 5 is 7. So we are the seeker of truth. Now, what else is happening in the sky? We still have Venus, Mercury, Jupiter, all in Virgo. And we have Saturn and Mars in Sagittarius. And Saturn's going direct this weekend. So it's almost like, because Saturn is the discipline, the dedication, and Saturn comes in, okay, and looks at where we want the adventure, where we want to sharpen our mind, learn new things, understand the meaning of life a little bit better. We come through, Saturn comes through, and we start to look at the things that aren't going to work, the things that stand in our way, how to apply the discipline. And then Saturn goes backwards, so it's almost like a test, you know? So how'd you do? Is this working for you? Is that working for you? And now it's starting to go direct again, which will probably be an easier forward, because now we have a little bit more awareness of what we need to do. Because we've gone through it, we've come back to review, and now we're going forward again. And where we're going to be disciplined in our life, where we need to follow the rules, where we need to apply structure in our life. Absolutely. So we start with the Five of Wands. Yeah, I don't know why the computer does that every so often, but I've tried changing settings and to no avail. So I'm splicing here before this gets up to you. I'm so sorry. So we have the Five of Wands, and this card always reminds me of us as a tree, and we're almost like pruning ourselves. And a tree in nature will self-prune itself. That's where the dead branches in the middle of the tree come from, because it was a branch that wasn't supposed to be there, that was weakening the overall strength of that larger branch or the tree itself. So we are self-pruning. So doesn't that make sense with the Saturn energy of going forward? So we are now self-pruning. We see where we have fumbled. We see where we couldn't stay on task. We see where we were really searching for something not for ourselves, but maybe for somebody else, trying to please somebody else. So but look at all that light that surrounds us as we prune ourselves. Look at all that light that emerges as we prune ourselves. We feel, you know, this is almost like a reborn, I'm feeling, a rebirth. That new breath of fresh air. It's like holding your breath for a very long time and then taking that big inhale. Or standing outside on, and maybe some of you cannot imagine this because, you know, I live where there's 4 actual seasons. And on those cold, cold winter days in the morning, and you come from your warm, comfy house and you step outside and you get that cold air that just wakes you up, revives you, makes you feel alive. So the pruning is good. The pruning that we do this weekend on ourselves, on our goals, on our dreams, will strengthen us, will bring out our inner light, will raise our vibration. Now we have, on the other side of it, the Ten of Wands, which really goes with that because, you know, look at this poor man. He's cut a load on his back and he cannot even stand like at a 90-degree angle almost. It's pushing him down that far. It's weighing him down that far. So how do you feel like that in your life? Where do you feel that no matter how hard you try or what you do, the weight is unending? It slows you down, it weighs you down, it takes away your energy, it takes away your will to want to go forward. So we need to do one of 2 things. Either we need to completely back it up and take that load apart and look at it and see how we need to take it forward. Or there's certain parts of that load that we have to leave behind, that we can't accept going forward. Because we know it weighs us down, because we know it takes away our energy. So it's that area of your life where you are really hitting that wall. That no matter what you seem to do, no matter how you try, and I'm not talking goals and dreams here, I'm talking the little things in life. Getting something through to another person. You know, if you're trying to help a recovering alcoholic or drug addict, and you have to keep your eye on them all the time, and you know what? Unfortunately, the main person who needs to show the dedication and the discipline is themselves, because until they want to do it for themselves, to feel the beauty again that lives inside of them but has become so dormant because it's been drugged. And that could be through eating too much, that could be through shopping too much. And you see where it has ill effects in your life. So we're not talking about positive things that you're doing, of wanting to go forward, but the things that really weigh you down. Everybody's got a bad habit. I'm not going to tell you mine, but yes, we all have bad habits. That's what makes us human. Proves we're human every day. It's okay to have a bad habit, but recognize it and try and curtail it. Try and move forward from it. Try and leave it in the past. This could be too much work on your plate. Start doling it out to other people. Start delegating it. You've got an entire family? Well, then take turns doing the dishes, clearing the table off. Don't leave it for one person, namely probably you. So where are things weighing you down? Where are things pulling you down? Peanut, wake up. My dog Peanut, I should have named Blue, because he is right by me. So, and he's my dreamer. He's always dreaming. So, the whimpering you're hearing is him fast asleep. A bunny probably got away from him in his sleep, and he's sad about it, because he's giving out these little whimpers. He's never caught a bunny in his life. He's not fast enough. He's only got 3.5 legs, so he lacks that speed that the bunny has. The bunnies are safe. 25, honesty. You have to be honest with yourself. You have to be honest about what's really pulling you down. You know, if you are one of those people that are giving it all in the relationship, but you are not getting anything back, it's time to be honest about if your efforts are only one-sided. If you've tried everything. If there's a new direction to take. If you need to step back for a bit, reanalyze the situation. Be honest with yourself. You really like going to work and you really like your coworkers, but there's no future there, and so that leaves you miserable. But you love the people. You never want to leave because of the people there, because they become your family. Meanwhile, the bill collectors are phony. And when your friends aren't there, oh, it's not even worth going in. That's the days you get sick. But where do you need to be honest with yourself? Maybe you're too easy with the kids. Maybe they need to learn a little bit more structure and discipline in their life. How do you do that in a loving way? I remember my daughter one time, she'll probably hate me if she watches this video, and she does watch me, so. But sorry, hon, I gotta tell this one. So, at a younger age, you know, if she did something, I would talk about, you know, why it happened. I want them to fully understand what their actions did. And so she had done something, and I don't remember what it was. And I started the talk. And she said, please, Mom, can't you just punish me like the other kids' moms? I don't want the talk. I said, no, you're learning why you need certain values in your life, why you need certain morals in your life, why you have to respect yourself as a human being. Let's see what our angels have to say. So, my kids would hate that. I was going to cut them, and this deck is just too big and bulky and stiff to really cut them. So you just have to shuffle really well. Ten of Raphael. Love and blessings fill your life. Harmonious relationships with family members, happily ever after. There you go. Happily ever after. Love and blessings fill your life. Harmonious relationships with family members, happily ever after. Okay, so that's a lot of this energy. Having the fun, seeking the happiness, feeling the joy that surrounds you. The Ten of Gabriel. Ask your angels for helpful people to lighten your load. Working too many hours, trying too hard to please others. There you have it, and that's what we were talking about with this card, right? Ask your angel for helpful people to lighten your load. The Epiphany. Joy through spiritual growth. Be a light to others. Answers that come through meditation. I hadn't even mentioned meditation, prayer, alone time. Although if we are looking at where we need to prune in our lives, where to trim in our lives, as the Five of Wands reminds us that we need to do, we get the epiphanies through meditation, through prayer, through alone time with ourselves. So that's another form of finding that joy, but it's tapping into who you are to find that inner joy, to grow that inner light. The Seven of Michael. There's a better course of action available to you. Working alone may not be the best answer, and review all the details. There is a better course of action available to you. And so maybe you find that pruning your tree. Maybe you find that rearranging your load. Maybe you find that being honest with yourself about where you are putting your energy and it's futile, or it's wearing you down, or it's hurting you in some way. The Ace of Raphael, a positive, new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationships, and deep and lasting spiritual insights. So a positive, new emotional experience. And that could very well happen with the Sun in Leo and the Moon in Sagittarius. And then we have Venus in Virgo, Jupiter in Virgo. So A positive new emotional experience can definitely be on the table this weekend for us. Starting new beginnings, new pathways. We had all these 10s at the beginning, right? We had the 10 of Raphael and the 10 of Gabriel, and then the Epiphany is even the 9. For our last card to be an ace, to say that the work you're doing now is really going to move you into new paths, new understandings of your path that you are on right now. Understanding a better way, a more efficient way, a solid way going forward. Cutting out the things that don't bring in good energy or value into your life, that don't bring time or money or resources or love into your life. And looking at the new ways forward. A positive new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationships. This is obviously a time to grow relationships, find the happiness, the love, the giggles, the laughter within the relationship. And how do you do that? It's by figuring out what you truly want out of the relationship, what meaning it has in your life, and celebrating it. Deep and lasting spiritual insights. So yes, meditation, prayer. Okay, you're going to get epiphanies because that card talks about insight. You're going to get epiphanies that are going to be long-lasting, sustainable, maybe building a cornerstone in your area of life that you need it most. Let's find out what our higher intuition cards, our animals have to say. So the angel deck that I just used was the Doreen Virtue Power Angels. Okay, and this is higher intuitions, and the box looks very similar to that. Very similar. It has the same colors. It's got a few of the cards down at the bottom of it, I think. Well, now, a new card appears. So could this be our Saturn card? Because that's going direct. Clarity. Clarity with the bat. Well, I am intrigued. Okay, so hidden fears, open mind, heart and soul, trust and passion. Clarity of mind means clarity of passion too. This is why a great and clear mind loves ardently and sees distinctly what it loves. So this is where we really see what we love and where we are spinning our wheels, what we truly don't love. This is when that recovering alcoholic says, you know what, I don't love being like that. I don't even like it. I don't want to be like that. I remember the person I used to be. I want to step into that again. So if you've been helping somebody and it's been feeling like it's futile and whatnot, maybe they'll see. Maybe you'll just say the right words to them. Because loving words would come out of Mercury and loving actions. And Venus being there in Venus and Mercury. Our voice and our passion. So many are afraid of bats. They often fly in sporadic fashion, never knowing where they will swoop. Instead of relying on their sight, they use the other senses. The main one being their hearing. If you choose bat, you are being told that the clarity that you seek has to be sought in a different way. Bat offers you the clarity to see around you what may be hidden. You know, and I thought immediately when it said the clarity you seek has to be sought in a different way, and I thought of the 10 of Wands there, unpacking that load and looking at it in a new way, in a new light, seeing how it would fit together differently. So I thought that was kind of cool. That just popped in there. Now's the time to look at your life subjectively or honestly and see where you can add positive and passionate changes, which is our 3 of Cups. You might sign up for a class, start a new creative project, finish one that you have started way back when. It's possible that you are neglecting communication with those who love you. and you aren't aware of it. You may have been acting as a hermit and didn't even realize it. Call your friends and plan a fun night out. Release your old fears and anxieties. You can write down your fears one by one on a piece of paper. After you complete this task, take the paper and say out loud, I release, and then you can even read the paper, I guess, because it says to list the things that you fear. Then either rip up the piece of paper or burn it in a fireproof container, allowing the universe to take care of all that is holding you back. So it's really about getting the clarity, getting the understanding of how we can move forward, how we need to move forward. I have a card stuck to my hand there, another one to my elbow. There we go. Now I can talk with a little bit of ease because things aren't distracting me, taking away my focus. So it's all about our clarity. It's all about our understanding how to go forward in the right ways. Okay, because we tried a way and then we had to review our trials and our errors, where we succeeded, where we didn't give it our all, where we were determined, what gave us the determination, the passion, how we can build on that. And now we are going to move forward with a new set of rules, a new set of dynamics, a new sense of clarity, a new understanding of what is needed in our lives and what we truly don't want in our lives. So I think it's a very beautiful and strong energy this weekend for us to grow and yet have fun at the same time. Because remember, that very middle card was the Three of Cups. It's about giggles and laughter and fun. So stay in the moment. Experience the now. Expect those epiphanies to happen. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.